A little louder, oh, I wanna know. Yeah, the guy, everybody's just saying so. And he's looking back like he's looking for me. And I think I'm catching on. And now I'm reaching out to his parents' door. Hopes of him opening that door. But I'm having second thoughts from the night before. And I think I'm catching on. Now I'm falling for him. He's got me falling for him. And now I'm falling for him tonight. One, two, three. I'm walking straight ahead with guilt in my hands. Very odd places, no strings attached. And now it's dark brown eyes, yeah, they're following me. Don't think I'm catching on. Now I'm falling for him. He's got me falling for him. And now I'm falling for him tonight. Each day and night I lay awake thinking of what it could be. New York fly state of mind is where I should be. Now I'm falling for him. He's got me falling for him. And now I'm falling for him tonight. Now I'm falling for him. He's got me falling for him. And now I'm falling for him tonight. Thank you.
All right, great way to kick it off. That was Sweet Can't Wait. Now, I am being told that Arcadia is here. Are you here, Arcadia? They're maybe next door already because they're super organized. That would be amazing. I hope they're getting tuned up now. This year is a little bit different. Usually we have the heats and then we have the top 12 live final. In this new normal, there are no live finals this year. It's that they're trying something new. It's a bit different. Hence why we have the live stream as well as recording. So what happens if you're a band that makes it through to the top 12 this year? You know, you're one of the lucky ones. Tomorrow you check the website at midday and refresh, and your band name pops up. You will be given 3 weeks from that point to video record yourselves playing another song, playing your second song. We already have a recording of you playing here today at the Heats. That's going to be sent to the judges, and then you're going to add another song onto that, and that's how we're going to do the finals this year. A little bit sad. I do like it. Heats are fun, and I'm very happy that you guys are all here. It's the one where I get to see the most amount of music and the new musicians, which I really like. But there is something a little bit special about live finals and the crowds up the front and the mayhem and the sugar rushes that I will miss, but I'm sure we'll get back to it at some stage. I'm also going to give a nice little running commentary of the pedals and gear we have on stage, because that's something I really like. Saw some good stuff yesterday, including a lot of these, the Boss Multi-Effects pedals. Had one of those when I was in Smokefree Rockquest, but the bass version, because I'm a simple man and I can only handle 4 strings at a time. Still. I tried to do 6 strings for a bit, but it really didn't work out very well. It did not work out very well. Nice cello. Good cello feedback as well. That's what we call the cello drone. Yeah, it's really nice to be here. I want to thank you all for coming down and hanging out and supporting. I say yes to this every year because it's literally the most wholesome, inspiring thing I do all year. Seeing young people seemingly getting younger and younger, making seemingly better and better music is something that makes me feel like I've wasted a lot of time, but also an inspiring thing for myself as well. Oh. It's a good amount of knobs to twist, isn't it? All right, you guys look ready to rock and roll. Everybody, give a big round of applause to the Barn Project.
Hi, we are the Barn Project, and this is our song, Stability. The forces are shifting and everyone's listening. It's out of balance. Weaving across the divided road. Everything is a secret code. Stability is gone. Stability is gone. Now that we're here, it's so hard to breathe. It's suffocating. Wish problems would fix themselves. I'm waiting. Things seem to change in the blink of an eye. They don't even stop to tell you why. The forces are shifting and everyone's listening. It's out of balance. Weaving across the divided road. Everything is a secret code. Stability is gone. Stability is gone. Stability is gone. Stability is gone. The forces are shifting and everyone's listening. It's out of balance. Weaving across the divided road. Everything is a secret code. Stability is gone. Stability is gone. Stability is gone. Stability is gone. Stability is gone.
All right, that was the Barn Project. Well done. All right, in all capitals, dart style, Cold Sweats here. Yeah, just a silent stand up. I can see that far at least. Yeah, you guys can go tune. Excited? Do the all capitals mean like you're supposed to yell the band name? That's what I've always wondered. But there's no exclamation marks on the end, you know what I mean? Scream it. I'm already loud enough, I think. Now, a little bit about myself. I'm from Timaru. We got any Timaruvians in the house? Just respect for Timaru, or is there someone from Timaru? Oh, sick! Caroline Bay, we made it here, baby. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I grew up there. The only gigs that I ever had my entire high school career was Smokefree Rockquest gigs or Schools Tour, when Schools Tour was a thing. We used to have like Goodnight Nurse come down through, Matt Eland, who runs Rockquest, he would bring them through. And that was my 2 gigs a year, so it was a good time, but I ended up making it through to the national final my last couple of years and got to know the people that ran the competition, and their takeaway was that I could sure talk a lot. And so once I aged out of Rockquest and allegedly went to Otago Uni to study, they were like, hey, we need an MC down in Invercargill. What do you think? And I'm like, I love metal music. Send me right down. And I haven't looked back. Again, it's extremely wonderful to still be involved in something that was literally my only connection to music and culture growing up. And I now get to come back and hang out in a much better auditorium with possibly some much higher quality bands as well. Makes me feel very good about the state of New Zealand music, which I'm famously very positive about. We've got Theo from Daffodils in the house tonight. Well done, Theo. We've got Bella from Coast Arcade here as well. Dan from Racing, he's around. There's a lot of bands that have gone through Smokefree Rockquest, been on stages almost exactly like this one. Yes, exactly this stage. Yes? Did you do this? Yeah, exactly this stage, and they've gone on to do some pretty cool things, like selling out Tuning Fork and playing at R&V and all that kind of exciting stuff. So maybe that's in the future of some of the bands we have on here today. Or maybe they're just here accidentally and they've wandered into a school thinking there was a choir on and someone's handed them, I don't know, that could happen. And they might win, who knows? That could happen and they might win. It's a rock and roll circus here today. And I'm excited for it. Everybody, it's time to give it up for your third band tonight. Give it to Victorious!
So no one has to complain, but really I was busy anyways, thinking of the problems that don't seem so far away. Feels like I'm living in a movie, but I'm not the main character, I'm not even the monster. Instead I'm just watching things unfold, cause real life drama today's better than my books. Lockdown used to have different meanings. Fighting used to only be among my friends, and there's the times countries were at peace, and quarantine was something no one knew about. I don't know when there will be the next world crisis or World War III, or when the last ice cap will melt. That's when global warming will only be felt. I can't see an end to these global conflict. It's been so long. I don't know if I'll ever be safe again. Thinking about how messed up things were, but then my teacher told me to get on with my work. Still I wonder what will happen next, cause right now things are acting as if I lost a bet. Lockdown used to have different meanings. Fighting used to only be among my friends, and there's the times countries were at peace, and quarantine was something no one knew about. I don't know when there will be the next world crisis or World War III, or when the last ice cap will melt. That's when global warming will only be felt. I can't see an end to these global conflict. It's been so long. I don't know if I'll ever be safe again. And there's the times when no one wore a mask, times when I could see people as they laughed, and as I forget how I look, I notice how the world's not like the one in my book. I notice how the world's not like the one in my book. I don't know when there will be the next world crisis or World War III, or when the last ice cap will melt. That's when global warming will only be felt. I can't see an end to these global conflict. It's been so long. I don't know if I'll ever be safe again.
All right, that was Victorious, everybody. Victorious. Have we got a vivid Haze in the house? Yeah, nice, cool. You guys can go and tune next door.
I couldn't hear myself today.
Go tune next door. Go get the tuned up. Oh. This is the advice time. This is the only time that I have a microphone in front of a crowd usually, so I like to really take advantage of it, of the inherent authority that it gives me. And I like to give completely selfish advice, but I like to think of Smokefree Rockquest as a really great starting point and not the end point, because, you know, technically we are judging things and there will be, I guess, winners and losers and that kind of thing, which is not really a paradigm that works with music. So I like to think of it as more of a starting point, kind of like a really good deadline. Like, I'm sure there's people in this room who are going to be playing on stage tonight that might not have finished the song they're playing if it wasn't for having to play today. So I find that's a really good, useful thing, deadlines. And it's a real shame whenever a band only plays one show a year at the Smokefree Rockquest. That breaks my tiny little soulless heart. So I always like to say when I'm up on stage, please use this as the first, it's like the first game of the season, you know? You may knock it out of the park and set yourself up good. It might not go exactly how you want it, but if you mentally treat it like it's the first game in a long season, by the end of the year, I think you'll end up somewhere pretty special, pretty good. Because, you know, everyone has bad shows and everyone writes bad songs sometimes. And my idea is that you got to write the bad ones and have the bad shows to get to the good ones. But maybe today you just go straight good ones. How do you feel? Yeah? Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, yeah, not for us. We're just going straight good. That's the plan. Everybody, it's time to give a big round of applause to Emergency Protocols.
Hi, we're Emergency Protocols, and our song is called There's No Planet B.
Dear global citizens, past and present, I forgive you. I forgive you for the mistakes you have made, but only if we learn from them. I forgive you for what you are taking away from us and our future generations, but only if we stop now, otherwise it will all be gone. The trees will grow again if we learn to nurture them. This environment that we proclaim to be green and blue will only remain if a new sense of self-responsibility is found. Fish will remain in our streams and rivers if we learn to take what we need and know what we want. You have created cars that destroy the air that we breathe, and then you create a hybrid, but what about affordability? It's time for us all to stop, look, and listen, but most importantly, don't look to others to do. It's all our collective responsibility.
I welcome you with open arms, and I thank you for all the fossil fuels. I gave you greens as healthy as your love life, and of course I was only joking. You filled my tides with all your rubbish you made. The bin was only to feed away. Humanity was what was keeping me going, 'cause that's my way of surviving. Just like that, winter's over, the flowers will blossom soon. Wave goodbye to another year that you could have saved me. Can't you see? It's only you and me. There's no planet B. Fast forward in time, imagine me completely wiped from history. Don't count your seconds, you've already mistreated me. You filled my ties with all your rubbish you made. Loving was only to keep away. Humanity was what was keeping me going. 'Cause that's my way of surviving. Just like that, winter's over, the flowers will blossom soon. Wave goodbye to another year that you could have saved me. Can't you see? It's only you and me. There's no planet B. You have your concerns, but will you do anything? I don't think you care about me. Just like that, winter's over, the flowers will blossom soon. Wave goodbye to another year that you could have saved me. Can't you see? It's only you and me. There's no planet B. Thank you.
All right, emergency protocols. A lot more mellow than the King Gizzard of the Lizard Wizard Planet B song, if anyone knows that song. Nice and thrashy. Switch, are you here? Switch? Yeah? Woo! Woo! You can head next door and get tuned up. It is always, thanks to Auckland Girls Graham for having us here in this lovely auditorium. I think I've been here for quite a few years now. And it is always a lovely space, nice easy space to come to, nice big stage that isn't too big. And then and it's nice to have lights. I mean, you guys are all amazing. We love having you here, but it is nice having lights on stage so we actually can't see you at all while we're performing. Because that would be horrible. Just like to actually see the faces looking at you as you're vulnerable on stage is not necessarily the thing everyone's excited about. I think that's why singers close their eyes so often. They just can't bear to look at people anymore. Yeah, and I do love this venue. It is, I don't want to brag or anything, but I do think Timaru does have the best Rockquest venue. It hasn't got much, guys. It hasn't got much. It's got Penguins, the Caroline Bay, and the best hall in New Zealand, because the entire floor is actually built on springs. And so when we do Rockquest there, and the kids are all up the front, and as soon as they start bouncing, the entire spring floor starts bouncing, making them bounce higher and shaking everyone in the back of the room as well. I'm sure if you guys got up and jumped as hard as you could, you could maybe get there as well, but we'll see. It is early in the day. We haven't had all our sugar yet, have we? Everybody, it's time. Please give a big round of applause to Arcadia.
Hi everyone, our song is Gone, written by our bassist here, and we hope you enjoy. Day you drifted away, although you were there, you weren't really there. Smiling, even in the worst of times, you used to shine. even through your decline. But now I'm left hearing echoes in the halls. I wish you were here, I wish you were near. Since then I've kept you in my mind. Your fashion style was your own design. You were always loving in the worst of times. We loved you too, if we only knew. But now I'm left seeing shadows in the halls. Would you be surprised about my tear-stained eyes? I thought I'd see you the next morning, or even the next night, but they hid it away until the next day. I thought it would work out. Is this reality, or is it just a crazy dream? Would you be here if you had known? Would you have stayed if I had shown? Could you smile with reassurance and say you're coming home? It won't, because you're gone. Thank you very much.
Arcadia, everybody. I don't know why, but that nice little piano ending reminded me of that final scene in Ocean's 11, where they've just gotten away with the thing, and they're staring at the water fountain, and slowly each of them will walk away. Yeah, iconic. Exactly what you would do if you'd just robbed a Las Vegas casino, I'm sure. Hang around while a soft piano just plays in the background. All right. Anyway, that's just me. Park bench. Are you here, park bench? A nice silent hand wave there. I see you. We'll see you out the side, tuning up. Oh, singer without a mic stand. That's the respect. No, don't. I like it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, hey, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Now, the haircut.
Yeah.
Is it the debut of the haircut today, or is this something that's been around for a while?
What, my haircut?
Yeah.
Well, this is actually my first haircut I've gotten at a barber in about 3 years, so...
Nice.
Got my school ball tonight, so that's going to be pretty
I
exciting.
heard about the school ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good warm-up. Are you going to turn up the school ball and be like, yeah, I played a gig today, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm pretty
Played a
tired.
quick song.
Pretty tired from playing a gig today,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, no doubt.
It's hard to entertain the screaming fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really takes it out of you when you're just dancing at the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good work putting up with my bullshit. That's very good. That's the first test. All right. Everybody, give a big round of applause to Cold Sweats.
All right. We're Cold Sweats, and this is our song called Where's Waldo?
Looking in, there's a hole in the front that I cannot reach. I get on out and grab me a beer and move the way, cause it's here. So we looking out the crowd. See my mate that looks so proud. Snooze a man who thinks the first. Well, ask himself back, he's getting someone's nurse. Looking in, it's a hole in the right that I get on here. So get the hell up and grab me a beer and move the way, cause it's here. So looking down the crowd. See my mates that look so proud. Snooze the man who thinks the first. Well, ask yourself back, he's back, it's someone's this. So looking on the left, looking on the right, where's bloody Waldo, mate? He's held himself a fright. And we're looking on the left, looking on the right, he's in the bloody jugger, the silly old bugger. So we're looking on the left, looking on the right, where's bloody Waldo, mate? He's got himself a fright. And looking on the left, looking on the right, where's bloody Waldo, mate? He's got himself a fright. Thank you.
All right, Cold Sweats, bringing it. I bet there's some people, some parents maybe, some teachers in the crowd who are just like having like deja vu with some of the dress sense and the music. I mean, it's all come back a bit full circle. Now, to be fair, I'm actually really happy that, the 90s is kind of coming back. I hate 80s nostalgia. My least favorite things. So I won't yuck your yum if you're into it, but I'm glad we sped through the synthesizers and got straight to the wide cut jeans and Limp Bizkit tones. That's where my heart lies. Selfishly, that's just for me. This machine means murder. I see them stand up. I don't know if I should be scared or not, but we'll find out. I would also like to say that that's probably the right way around to do it. To do the Smokefree Rockquest and then do the ball afterwards at night time. I made a little mistake for my final year 13 playing the national final. I did it the wrong way around. I did the ball the night before, and then did the national final the day after. And to say that our energy levels were lacking for that all-important final, and it would be a little bit of an understatement, I think. And we came third the year before, and we didn't place that year, so I'm not really sure what happened there. So it's a good way to do it. Do the gig and then do the ball, I think. I do want to, if we could all come together and give a big round of applause to all the parents of drummers in the house tonight. Can we say thank you to the parents of drummers? Yes. Yes. We salute your sacrifice in a way. Not many people start an instrument and are instantly amazing at it. Some people might, but most people not. And drums is one of those interesting instruments where there's no volume knob on them, like there are on guitar amps, etc. And so I just want to say thank you, because drums are my favorite to watch, and it's kind of hard. It's much harder to have an exciting, good band without a live drummer in it, so I'm very happy that you guys did a solid for the rest of us. Thank you very much. And pass that on to your neighbours as well. From me, just let them know that I appreciate them. Two Boss pedals. Speaking of the 90s coming back, I'm so glad all the Boss pedals are back in as well. 10 years ago, it was like no one was using them. They all wanted, I don't know, something way worse. But now, yesterday there were like heaps of these little multi-effects pedals. I'm glad to see them back here tonight. You guys are making me look so underdressed. All right. Let's give a big round of applause, everybody, to Vivid Haze.
All right, hi everyone, we're Vivid Haze and this is our song Ignite. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can you feel the heat? Let your body take control of this addictive beat. Let the rhythm set you free from the ties that bind. Break free from restraints, release your soul and mind. Come on, let's ignite. Come on, let's ignite. Baby, you feel alright. Come on, let's ignite. Dances are in motion. They set the floor on fire, controlled by the sound. The music takes you higher. People grimly hiding. There's bodies all around. Once you start, you can't stop. The beat won't let you down. Come on, let's ignite. Come on, let's ignite. Baby, you feel alright. Come on, let's ignite. Come on, let's ignite. Come on, let's ignite. Baby, you feel alright. Come on, let's ignite.
Stay!
Vivid Haze, everybody, Vivid Haze. Nice drummers with microphones, that's what we like to see. Even drummers deserve a voice, you know, that's what I like to say. Flatline, are you here? They're already out the back? Yeah, there's a nice plate like, woo! Super organized, very cool. I hope everybody's staying hydrated. I hope all my hydro homies out there are... Dehydration's a real epidemic, guys. I'm not even joking. This is the most serious I've been the entire heat. You know, when I'm driving around seeing people shaking their fists at one another, I know it's just because they haven't had their water today. You gotta stay hydrated. That's how you stay cool. Now, it's been really high quality today, and if you were cynical, you'd say that I say that at everyone, but it's just not true. I've been to some horrible, bad, like I said, I started in Invercargill. But it's really high quality, and I have noticed over the years, as someone who's here every year, it is getting higher quality, and I think it's because of things like BandQuest. How many people did BandQuest before they did Rockquest? Yeah? I mean, that's cool. It's so great, like starting that young, you get such a head start going through, and I gotta be honest, there was a huge up curve in Rockquest quality as the ages who got to do BandQuest came up as well, and I think that's super, super cool to do, and I imagine it was the same thing from before Smokefree Rockquest to Smokefree Rockquest now, and you just look at the list of people who have been on stages like this and have made it through, and it makes me so happy to see you all on stage and to see you all here supporting it. I'll stop being so emotional, and I'll introduce the band, everybody, please. Give it up to Switch.
Hi, we're Switch, and this is our song, Lonely Collectively. I try to stay busy, not lonely, not alone, not alone. I try to keep my head down, but not lonely, not alone, not alone. I help them and now they're happy, but at my expense. Maybe I should give up and start again. Trust. I helped you, I know, and now you're both happy. But how do I go to sleep? You didn't mean to. Nobody did, I hope, and yet it takes music to go to sleep. That's what it seems to be, lonely collectively. I'm desperate as trust. I helped you, I know, and now you're both happy. How do I go to sleep? You didn't mean to. Nobody did, I hope, and yet it takes music to go to sleep. Nobody did, I hope, and yet it takes music to go to sleep. You didn't mean to. Nobody did, I hope, and yet it takes music to go to sleep.
That's Switch, everybody. Very good. The Censors, are you here? Yes, cool. You can go next door. Now, we are over halfway through this session, so I'd just like to remind everyone how how it goes, what happens after this. You're listening to session 1 of the Auckland Central Heats. There's another session this afternoon that kicks off at 3:30 and goes till 5:30 and has around the same amount of bands. You are more than welcome, if you're here for this session, to stay and enjoy the second session. I'm sure that's a big day to commit to, so you probably have some plans after this, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to hang out and see what the rest of the bloody competition's like, you know what I mean? After it's all done today, our judges, who have been listening intently and writing furiously as the day goes on, they're going to come together and join forces and find a top 12 across the 2 sessions. And that is going to be announced not tonight, but tomorrow at midday. So tomorrow at midday on the Smokefree Rockquest website and on the Facebook page, that's where you're going to find the top 12. Now, if you make it through to the top 12, what that means is that we've already got one recorded version of your song you performed here. You've got that in the bank. From the point you get announced, which is tomorrow, you'll have 3 weeks to, 1, finish another song, and 2, record yourselves performing it. That will be sent to the judges, combined with the song you played here tonight, and that's how the final will be judged. So it's exciting times. Makes for probably an awkward sleepless night tonight, but you know, that's how it goes. Everybody, let's kick into the second half and give it up for Park Bench.
This is a song called Okie Van.
Sitting tight for the minute that you're corner. It won't be right till you're gone. I don't care whatever type of trend, as long as it lasts all night long. But I'm feeling out of place. Gotta find a way. Leave it for today. Never know what waiting for me. Can you see I'm freaking out right now? Gotta run, gotta hide from this storm. Now it's been wasted. All I can say, I'm tripping out at what was become, and I was caught running. Can you see I'm freaking out right now? But I'm feeling out of place. Gotta find a way. Leave it for today. Never know what waiting for me. Now you see I'm freaking out right now. But I'm feeling out of place. Gotta find a way. Leave it for today. Never know what waiting for me. Can you see I'm freaking out right now?
Cheers.
Nice big ending there from Park Bench, everybody. Drums are made to be hit hard, so I always love it when I hear that. Ulterior Motive, are you here? Ooh, it's like a wolf in the distance. You can head next door. Now, this is for the lyric writers and the singers. There is the APRA Lyric Writing Award. If you don't know about it, maybe you do, and that's great. If you don't know about it, it's an award you win for your lyrics that you can enter today. All you have to do is go up to the front desk if you don't have it already, and there's like a form you can get, and you write down your lyrics, and that's how you enter. So if you haven't, if your band had singing, which every band has had so far, make sure you head up there and enter, because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, as they say. And I can tell you that no matter what you think about your lyrics, everyone thinks the exact same thing about their own lyrics, except for maybe Bob Dylan. Although I'm sure that he, at some point, was just like, trash, these are trash. Although he just did anyone see there's like an auction for like his handwritten song lyrics? It's like all along the Watchtower and something else going for like $250,000. It's just him. I don't. How do they really know it's him? It's just this like ripped and got drawings all over it, all that kind of stuff. We're not really gonna. That's gonna be a thing of the past. Really, we're all writing our lyrics on our like notepads on our phones now. Maybe there'll be NFTs. Maybe it'll be like screenshots of early Coast Arcade lyrics, and it's just the notepad. I, for one, I don't have any past nostalgia or fetishization of the past, so I don't really care about the fact that we use technology now in music. But some people, they hold on to that, and I get it. Is anyone in here, any of the bands still write their lyrics on paper? Put your hands up. A few? Yeah? Nice. Feels good getting pet, yeah? You're, how much crossing out do you do? You're just like, oh, line after line, it's brilliant. Just boom, another great one. Oh, another great one. Yeah, cool. Just doing it in maths class, being like, yeah. Yeah, cool. That's how I did it as well. I mean, it's their fault they make you take maths up to year 12. I mean, I know, right? We have calculators, guys. In our pockets as well, of course, the bassist with a very good insight. 4 strings, there's not much to think about, so your mind can wander, you know what I mean? I will say I was a bassist in all my bands. Easiest job in the world, am I right? No, it's really hard. Yeah, I was not good. It's easy to not be good at bass. It's slightly hard, yeah. We got a fight right now? No bassist on bassist violence here today, okay? We save that for the streets. It's like Anchorman out there, just bassists 4 strings at one another. And then the 5-string bassists turn up and everyone's like, whoa. Yeah. We all gang up on those nerds. It's 4 strings or nothing. Get a guitar if you want more than 4 strings. Anyway, sorry, I don't mean to pick on guitarists. It's cool though, right? Like, there's that confidence of like, you can say what you want. I can take you. Oh my God, ready to rock and roll. With some nice pedals on stage as well. Ooh. Real quick question, did the guitar come like that or did you do that? Was that you? This his guitar? Blame him? Yeah, good. Everybody? I think it's time. I hear the tones. Sounds nice to me. Everybody, give it up for This Machine Means Murder.
Hey, we're This Machine Means Murder. We're going to be playing a song called Concrete Masonry Unit. It's about bricks. Yeah.
That was This Machine Means Murder, everybody. And if you were not awake, you are now awake. In the best way possible. That stuff's that's near and dear to my heart. Very happy to hear that on stage. Love a good scream. I think there's a part of everyone that wishes they could kind of do that on just on the bus, heading to work. You missed my stop! Scare the hell out of the bus driver. All right, Fretless in Casa. Sue Casa. Yeah, head next door. Did you find your frets? No. Oh, well, that's all right. Get some slides. Get some Paul Simon going on there. That's what we like to hear. I just want to say a huge thank you to the Rock Shop and the Rock Shop guys that are here. If you're not in a band, you might not have seen, but next door we have like an entire digital setup for the bands to warm up on with a full electronic drum kit, and everyone's plugged into like digital amps and wearing headphones so they can have a complete warm up. It's something like I'm very jealous of. That's like a thing in the last couple of years I've been doing. I never got to do that. So cool. But not only that, but for giving us all the amazing amps you can see on stage. There's history and famous guitarists, drummers in every part of gear on stage tonight. We're very, very lucky to be able to play it. I can tell you from experience, and I'm now speaking to all the kids that have played today, this is kind of as good as it gets, gear-wise. Once you leave Smokefree Rockquest, you go like, oh, where's the orange cab? And they're like, nah, they're just rolling out broken amps that the band before put a hole in the night before, barely works, microphones that go on and off. It's a real horror show out there, especially once you start getting to places like Invercargill. So thank you, Rock Shop, for making the stage so cool. Oh my God. Very cool. First sax of the night. Woo! Big sax fans in the house tonight? That's right. Mercilessly torturing a young toy at the front of it there.
It's Ferb.
Ferb?
Phineas and Ferb.
Does Ferb deserve it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
He deserves all the pain.
Give it up to Flatline!
Smile when you told me you broke up with your girlfriend. I hope you don't catch me staring almost every day when we're in English. I think I have a crush on you, I think you know too. 'Cause why else would you treat me like this? Was that look intimate? Was that hug romantic? Is this just platonic? I hope you say that this is realistic and give me something to work with. Do you think I'm pretty? 'Cause I think you are, so come on and go out with me. You're still caught up on your ex-girlfriend, so come with me, we'll leave her in the backseat. If you really think that we should just be friends, then stop it already, stop playing pretend. If you really think we're nothing, you and me, just end instead of treating me like someone who was basically your girlfriend. Basically your girlfriend. Basically your girlfriend. When I finally had the guts to say it, I told you I liked you just to be rejected. And don't worry, I totally get it, but you keep teasing me like I'm just so pathetic. There's a part of me that likes it, and a part that hates it. 'Cause why do I like to be treated like this? That look was intimate, that hug was romantic. This isn't just platonic. I hope you know that this is realistic and we are not freaking work with. Do you think I'm pretty? 'Cause I think you are, so come on and go out with me. You're still caught up on your ex-girlfriend, so come with me, we'll leave her in the backseat. If you really think that we should just be friends, then stop it already, stop playing pretend. If you really think we're nothing, you admit this end instead of treating me like someone who is basically your girlfriend. Cuddling in bed like I'm, kisses on the head like I'm, don't say we're just friends 'cause I'm, stop playing pretend 'cause I'm basically your girlfriend. You think I'm pretty 'cause I think you are, so come on and go out with me. You're still caught up on your ex-girlfriend, so come with me, we'll leave her in the backseat. If you really think that we should just be friends, then stop it already, stop playing pretend. If you really think we're nothing, you would make this end instead of treating me like someone who is basically your girlfriend. G-I-R-L-F-R-I-N, yeah, I'm basically your girlfriend. G-I-R-L-F-R-I-N, yeah, I'm basically your girlfriend.
The sacrifice of Ferb worked, I believe. That sounded great. The observers, are you here? Last band of the session, getting ready. Now this doesn't mean, I've never judged and I'm not judging tonight, so this doesn't mean anything, but I've only ever gone first or last at Smokefree Rockquest, and I personally think it's more enjoyable to go first, but I always did better when I went last. And I think it's more enjoyable when you go first because you get to just get it over and done with and then relax in the crowd and watch the other bands. And for me, I actually would just like sit at the back because I was so nervous the whole time and not watch any bands. But I think that's nice. You get actually a good experience at Smokefree Rockquest rather than the bands who go last, who sit there the entire time with butterflies, waiting for building it all up, and have to wait right to the end and don't get to enjoy it at all because then they play and then it's done. And they used to get the results. Now they just have to go home and sweat it out for the rest of the night like everyone else. But the upside to going later on, I always thought, I've never had this confirmed, but I've always thought the judges, you're like fresher in their memory. That was always my thing. And I never decided which one I wanted and which one was better. And we're going to have an intermission by the crew, actually. They're going to be playing... No, that was a joke. Looks like, please no, please no. That would be good, though, if you guys were like the guest band. No? You're like, nah. See? I have to do this because people who actually know me don't put up with my stuff. So, yeah, I have to work with captive audiences. You look like you mean business.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we do. Well, I will get off your stage. Everybody, please give a big round of applause to the Senses.
We're the Senses. We started off as 6, but now we're 3. But we shall still do our best. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Boom, and then a strong exit stage right from the sensors. Well done. We've got 3 bands left. 3 bands left for this session. It's been, again, very high quality, which is good. I am eternally glad that I am the MC and not the judges when I do these things. One, because I don't believe art can be objective, so that makes me ideologically challenged to the role. But also, I can't write as much as they. My wrists get really sore because they're writing notes for every band and they're writing all these things. It's actually quite grueling. It's a grueling job up there. One little bit of advice that I like to give to people, musicians, not just general people in the street, especially when they're young, is the virtue of patience or perspective. And I like to tell it every time I do Smokefree Rockquest because I think more than ever, it seems like the world should be able to hear your music or see what you do, because theoretically when you're on social media, there's everyone, right? It's like, why isn't everyone watching my thing? But if I could just give you one bit of advice, it's about the importance of actually starting small and doing things, not to try and make it immediately, but to just get better at your craft. That's what I wish I could do. It's about doing the basics, small things, as much as possible, because you'll get them out of the way and you'll get them done. The worst thing in the world would be blowing up or getting all this attention before you had actually worked out what you're doing. That's where it gets really tough. So make the most of starting small, playing as many gigs as you can. There are some bands playing today, playing to you guys, is actually more audience than some bands I know that get played on ZM when they put on their own shows. So enjoy it right now. Connect, write the bad songs, have the bad gigs, and have the good gigs like the one we're about to see right now. Everybody. Give it up for Ulterior Motive.
Hey guys, this one's called Why Is the World This Way?
Just to build another factory. The money machine don't stop for nothing. Time the lights out, they won't notice. Making riches under the shadows. If the land starts to crumble, we'll have the front row. To the shelter. Tell me something. Why is the world this way? Turn the ship around before we drift astray. We're dreaming. It's time to rise and shine. No stopping ignorance. All your bloody fingerprints. The money machine don't stop for nothing. We've lost our sanity, and no one can pay me to say that everything's great. Don't worry. Time the lights on, it's time to wake up. Nothing's over until you lay down. They can sit back and watch the fire dance. No longer if we all pull together. Tell me something. Why is the world this way? Turn the ship around before we drift astray. We're dreaming, it's time to rise and shine. Tell me something, why is the world this way? Turn the ship around before we drift astray. We're dreaming, it's time to rise and shine.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Very nice. Ulterior motive, everybody. Nice little Kirk Hammett breakdown there. Very good. Very, very good. I hope you'll join me in a big round of applause for all the music teachers and music coordinators here today. Thank you very much. Big round of applause for them. It's not impossible to succeed in music it's not impossible to succeed in music without one, but it sure does help having someone in your corner when you're young and getting you organized and getting you here. So even if the kids aren't saying it to you directly, I'm sure in their hearts they feel it. So I like to communicate that on stage, which is important to me because I had a terrible music teacher in Timaru. God bless her soul. She blackmailed me into. I was only allowed to do Smokefree Rockquest. Bear in mind, I'd just been in a band that just got in the first Timaru band that had ever got to a national final the year before. I wasn't allowed to do the next year's one unless I sang baritone in her barbershop quartet. So you best believe I can now sing the entire Coney Island at the baritone level. Not sure if I could anymore, actually. I haven't tried in a while, but I was going to enter regardless of the teacher, but I sure do wish that I had someone who, supported me as much as the teachers and coordinators here today have supported them. So thank you very much. I know it means a lot to the kids. And hey, barbershop quartet, I'll be honest, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. At least we didn't have to do the dance moves while we were singing. And I didn't have to wear a pinstripe suit. Two things I was very worried about. I just had to sing in 4-part harmonies and pretend that I could read music. All right. Everybody, it's time for this penultimate band of the night. Give it up to Fretless in Casa.
Hi, hello, we're Fretless in Casa, and this is Iridescent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it so silent in the stormy weather? I saw you smiling and it made it so much better. I'm so full, but I'm full of matter. I'm overridden with copious thoughts of you.
'cause I've known you like all my life. This came like a wave to the corner of my eye. Of my eye. Yes, it was a good time. Of my eye. It was a surprise. Such a blessing when you know what to do. I don't do. Guess you've got a lot on your mind that I wasn't expecting. 'Cause I've known you like all my life. Guess you came like a wave to the corner of my eye. Thank you.
Fretless and Casa. It's always, it's actually kind of crazy whenever you think about it when there's a drummer singer. You know, 4 strings was enough for me on a bass guitar. If you're drumming, you're using both arms and both feet, and all 4 of your limbs are doing things interconnectedly, but at different times, right, most of the time. Which is hard enough. That's why it's actually quite, if you've ever sat down in a drum kit and you're not a drummer, it's kind of like tennis. It looks like it should be quite easy. They make it look as easy, but as soon as you try it, it's really, 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 really hard. Add remembering lyrics, melodies, and singing onto that as well, and and all of that goes into a singing drummer. So I always get blown away when I see that. It's a very hard thing to do, and it's a very hard thing to do well. Sorry, I got distracted by the pedal board. I should remind you this is the final band. So again, a reminder of what happens after this. That'll be the end of session 1. We do have a session 2 that kicks off at 3:30. You are more than welcome to stay, although we don't take it personally if you don't. And the results across the 2 sessions for the top 12, they'll get released on the Smokefreerockquest.co.nz website and the Facebook page for Smokefree Rockquest tomorrow at midday. So that's where all the top 12 will be released. And if you make it through the top 12, you'll have 3 weeks to record yourselves performing a second song that will be added to the recording we've got of you playing your first song tonight. And that's how the finals at Smokefree Rockquest are going to go this year. Nice. Very nice. I was looking at picking one of those up myself. What do you think? Worth the money? Definitely, he says. All right. Can't wait to hear it in action, everybody. You've done great today. Let's have a nice final big round of applause to the final band today, The Observers.
becoming a commodity. The feeling in the air. What's it feel like? You're leaving me behind. Savor the second while the dying die. Starting to think that
And the nice big slam to finish it off. I want to say a big thank you and congratulations to everyone that's been on stage here tonight. You did great. Good job. Make sure you check the website tomorrow. If you're leaving, make sure you drive safe and look after one another. And good luck. I'll be crossing my fingers for you all. Hey, welcome to session 2 of everybody. Yeah, we're bringing the energy. Good. Sounds like a keyboard? Sounds like a keyboard to me. Look, you're going to hear a lot of me talking, so we might as well just kick it off with some music straight away. How about that, everybody? Give it up for your first band of the night, Down Band!
Voice, actually. We wrote this song for one of my best friends, Seth Snyder. If you're watching, we love you. 1, 2, 3, 4! Hey, man. Do you mind if I close the window? Shut the curtains. Close the door. It's getting kind of cold. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You know, it shouldn't cold. Let me tell you all about my big old friend. It's quite funny, really, because his corniness shows no end. What is a mystery, though, is why he's in the first 15. Who knows? Maybe it's a self-esteem, crying by the poolside, hands on his head like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, buying Pink Monster from old Jim with a Sharon gun mask like it's bling. He wishes he had his own show, but he turned out more like a saw. Now he's in his room punching holes in the walls as if he were King Kong. These cold and empty nights, 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 these cold and empty nights. He's awakened and he's shaking and he's trembling with fear. He's got something on his mind with nobody up to stare. He's not happy, he's so tired, and he's definitely not alone. He's gotta love his friends and all his friends will make him whole. His destiny's straight, then his future's looking great. I just hope that we can see you soon. We miss you. And I hope that we can make you feel alright.
All right, what a way to kick it off. That was Down Band, everybody. That is an example of what will be happening this afternoon. Some music that is probably way better than you'd think it would be coming from people the age that are on stage. And that is pretty much my experience every year I do this. People get younger, and the music actually gets better every year. It's at the same time a very humbling experience and a very exciting one. My name is Isaac, and I make music under the name Harko, but today I'm Isaac. It's like nice and personable, being a real person. Technically, I'm the MC tonight, but really I'm just the logistics manager on stage. Because, you know, part of a good rock show, people might not know this, but part of a good rock show is actually being very organized and everything going smoothly so the rock can come out on stage without any stress whatsoever. So this is for the bands. This is how it's going to run tonight. I'm sure seasoned professionals. I'm sure you've heard this before, but this is how it's going to go. We are going to have a band on stage. While there's a band on stage, there's going to be a band waiting side of stage who are going to be on next. And while there's a band side of stage, there's going to be another band out the back having a warm-up on the Rock Shop digital setup out there. And while they're warming up, there's going to be another band getting tuned up, waiting to do all those steps. So that's 4 bands out the back. Now, after each band ends on stage, I'm going to read out the next band's name, who once they hear their name are going to put their hands up, make some kind of shrill or muscular sound so I know they're here, and then they're going to go side of stage, say hello to the Rock Shop people, get tuned up, and start making their way through the system. So, as a little test of that, we're going to do 2, just so we have it down. Do I have no signal here? Very good. That was very polite. Well done. If you want to make your way side of stage to go get tuned up. And do we have second world problems? Very nice. That screams came from all around the room there. Not sure where to look, but I think you're up there. Yes, you can go and tune as well, and we'll get you backstage. It's going to be so easy. I'm feeling really confident, really good about this one. But again, you don't need to hear me. We're here to hear some music. So let's give a big round of applause, everybody, to Rubber Band.
Hello, we are the Rubber Band, and today we will be singing Shattered Memories. Dreams of broken memories, hearts we forget, shattered memories we have made. Once shone a light, now thrown into the dark. Nothing we care, beating of a broken heart. Shattered memories, the past is left. Things remember from the days we've left. But that's like a mystery. Isn't told what we've been. Nothing lasts forever, not even for dreams of broken arrows. The paths we forget, shattered memories we have made. Once shone a light, now thrown into the dark. Nothing we cares, beating of a broken heart. Falling down on the sands of time. Hiding the world with the final chime. Sands buried the final day. The world has life decay. Nothing lasts forever, not even the dreams of broken arrows. Lies we forget, shattered memories we have made. Once shone a light, now thrown into the dark. Nothing we care, beating up a broken heart. Nothing lasts forever, not even the dreams of broken heroes. The past we forget, shattered memories we have made. Once shown in lies, now thrown into the dark. Nothing we have kept, beating of a broken heart. Nothing lasts forever, not even the dreams of broken heroes. The past we forget, shattered memories we have made. Once shown in lies, now thrown into the dark. Nothing we have kept, beating of a broken heart.
Drums are made for hitting hard. That's why I like to hear it. Drums being hit hard. Very well done. Okay, TV RACKET. Are you here? No. Do you think they're side of stage already? Or do you think they're not here at all? I'll have to go investigate this. We'll figure it out. That's okay. How today's working, if you don't know, this is session 2 of the Central Auckland Heats. We had session 1 this afternoon, session 2 now. We are live streaming this show over smokefreerockquest.co.nz and also recording the sets as well, because with 2 sessions, we've got to fit that into the top 12. Now, you're not going to find out if you made it to the top 12 today. You've got a sleepless night ahead of you. Congratulations, and I'm sorry, parents. Tomorrow you will find out who is in the top 12. At midday on the Smokefree Rockquest website, smokefreerockquest.co.nz, and the Smokefree Rockquest Facebook page. At midday, that's when the top 12 list will be published. Maybe we'll see the next band on there tomorrow. Who knows? Please, give it up for We Never Knew.
And it makes me feel so bad about the things I
Give it up for We Never Knew, everybody. Love seeing two pieces on stage. My first band out of high school was a good old two-piece, drums and guitar. It's a lot harder than it looks. It's actually way harder than having more people because you realize very quickly with two people on stage, if one of you maybe doesn't get it 100% correct, that's 50% of the band not playing what they're meant to be playing, which is very hard to get away with, I learnt, as the one mostly guilty of not playing the right thing. Half a dozen, are you here? Shrill, that's very acceptable, well done. You can head side of stage and getting tuned up. Now, everyone ignore what I'm about to say. This is for the judges only. Hello, judges. We're shifting the order around a little bit, so you'll have to listen to the band names are going to be slightly different. Both Lift and TV Racket are going later, so the next band
No signal.
is, yes, on. I do that. I'm professional. I am a professional, whatever this is. I think MC, yes. Yes. Don't I look professional, everybody? Yes. Yes, if you want your children to win Rockquest, you will not. No, I don't have any power, don't worry. You don't have to laugh at anything I say. They don't let me anywhere near the judges' table. Don't you guys worry. Oh, a clap for that? Yeah, good. Another reminder, because sometimes people forget. Most of you, I think all of you are probably going to have singers, and you're going to be singing words mostly, I assume, not just screams or grunts. There is the APRA Lyric Writer Award. If you haven't already entered that, and you do want to enter it, which you should, you win cash money, and you miss every shot you don't take. Go to the front desk at some point, grab the form, and you just got to write out your lyrics, and that's how you submit it. So don't miss out on doing that. Everybody, it's time for our next band. Please give a big round of applause to No Signal.
Hi guys, we're No Signal. This is our song called Careless. Life's a promise. She knows it's a while before the world stops raining, but it's been sunny for a while now. She's waiting downstairs in her mind, blatantly ignoring the time. Unaware, stupid and scared, she's trying to find good in this god-awful world. The world's unfair, but she doesn't care. She doesn't know anything better. They try to tell her that this all matters, but she just thinks it'll make her way sadder. So she's blind. Ignorance a warning sign. Will it ruin her time? In her mind, she's blatantly ignoring the time. Unaware, stupid and scared, she's trying to find good in this god-awful world. And the world's unfair, but she doesn't care. She doesn't know anything better. Yeah. She's drowning, she can't swim. She never learned when she was young. She remembers life as a child and misses all the fun. Remember when we all knew nothing, our lives had just begun. It's nostalgic, so she's waiting for something that'll never come. Unaware, stupid and scared, she's trying to find good in this god-awful world. But the world's unfair, she doesn't care, she doesn't know anything better, 'cause she's unaware, stupid and scared, just trying to find good in this god-awful world. But the world's unfair, she doesn't care,
Nice. Very, very nice. High quality already. It's very good. I'm from Timaru. Everyone knows where Timaru is, right? That's about the reaction I usually get. Yeah, it's a little tiny town between Christchurch and Dunedin. We've got a little bay, and now we've got little penguins as well, because screw on Maru, we need penguins too. And we never had heats in Timaru. It just went straight to final. Weren't enough bands. Probably that's how I got involved. I ended up winning a few of those and going to some national finals, but I think I never had to deal with all the amounts of bands here. But also, the quality was nowhere near. And every time I come and do Rockquest now, 10, 15 years later, it's incredible how much higher the quality has gotten. Are there many bands in here today who did band quest before Rockquest? Any band questers? No? You? Back in the day on the band quest? Yeah? No. Well, I think that got introduced like 15 years ago, and that really jumped up the quality, and it blows my mind. I say yes to this every year, just purely for motivational reasons. Yeah. Having a nice little pre-gig chat.
Yeah.
It's nothing compared to the post-gig chat. That was always my favorite. They'll like get off stage and get in a little huddle and be like, how did it go? That was my favorite. Everybody, please give a big round of applause to Second World Problems.
Hello. We are Second World Problems. Today we have one song for you, and it is called Take a Seat. To start, we have Mila on the guitar. Yay. We have Vanessa on the keys. We have Talia on the bass. We have Katerina on the drums. And I'm Sabine, and I am vocals. Enjoy.
Used to hate the way you would twist my words and make me lie, and now I hate the way there is no more second guessing, definitely gonna be that person. Now I love the way that you like the taste of my name in your mouth, be the one thing left to say. What now that I don't give a damn anyway? On my knees, please, would you expect from me if there's a reason for this? Then step right up and take a seat. Tell me what's your mind back, and if you feel that before, you'd be shocked to know that I don't need you anymore. On my knees, please, what you expect from me if there's a reason for this? Then step right up and take a seat. Tell me what's your mind back, and if you've been there before, you'd be shocked to know that I don't need you anymore. You know I could not care less, but the way you had me believing that you were my mess. A toy for me to fix, you know it contradicts how I hated you. And everything you told me that was true, let me be the first to say, God damn, I don't care about you either way. On my knees, please, what you expect from me if there's a reason for this? Then step right up and take a seat. Got me watching my back, and if you've been there before, you'd be shocked to know that I don't need you anymore. On my knees, please, what you expect from me if there's a reason for this? Then step right up and take a Got me watching my back, and if you've been there before, you'd be shocked to know that I don't need you anymore. What you got for me? I can see right through you, baby. You make me feel stupid and crazy on my knees. But you expect from me if there's a reason for the sense. Step right up and take a seat. Got me watching my back, and if you've been there before, you'd be shocked to know that I don't need you anymore. On my knees, please. What you expect from me if there's a reason for the sense. Step right up and take a seat. Got me watching my back, and if you've been there before, you'd be shocked to know that I don't need you anymore.
Woohoo! Second world problems, everybody. Man, the bassist is just ripping there. Love that. That's why scientifically speaking, bassists are the coolest, because they've only got 4 strings, and they prove that's all you need to show off. You know, you don't need 6. You don't need however many drums are on that drum kit. You just need 4 strings and an attitude. That's what I like to say. Now, SCC Year 9, are you here? Maybe they're next door already. I'll go check on that. Is Parkdale here? This is a bit high, sorry. Oh, my God. Either this is the most organised heat I've ever been to, or the most shy, or the most tardy, and I'm not sure which one it is yet. I do like to say, while I'm up here, to everyone that's participating today, is that music is obviously subjective when we're trying to do something that's a bit of an abomination right now, which is make it an objective competition, which it isn't. So you got to remember that it's not actually better or worse. It's just the judges, the day, how it went. How I like to think about that is Rockquest is never the destination. Today isn't the destination. No. Rockquest is just the start. It's the first game of the season. And you know, sometimes you lose the first game of the season, but you go on to win the championship, okay? So I want everyone to get back in the ring next week. We're mixing our metaphors now. And get back to band practices, organize the next gig, no matter what happens here today. Especially if you make it through the top 12, because you will be needing to do some more, so you probably should keep band practicing. All right, everybody, it's time. A lot of anticipation for this band. Let's give it up for Lift, everybody.
Hi everyone, we are Lift, and today we're performing one of our original songs, obviously. This is Do It All Again, and we hope you enjoy.
He never called back or even texted. I guess his mama never showed him what respect is. I know now that I am not one to talk. You ask me once, babe, you tell me twice, and you hit me up when you just want some good advice. And don't know if I can do this for another night, yeah, but I would do it all again. And why does every conversation happen again? And then we're always back to begin, 'cause friends are always nice enough until you're craving on my loving. And tell me why I do it all again. I never wanted it to go like this, but now it's happening. There's just no way around it. I think we know where this will go. You plague my brain, boy, you cross my mind, and I kinda wish that I had stopped at the red light. And I think we need to slow it down, but I would do it all again. And why does every conversation happen again? And then we're always back to being. Friends are always nice enough until you're craving on my loving. And tell me why I do it all. I need to think twice, learn from the tears that I cry. And you said that you cared the less. begin. Friends are always nice enough till you're breathing on my love and tell me why I do it all again. Why does every conversation happen again? And then we're always back to begin. Friends are always nice enough until you're breathing on my love and tell me why I do it all again. Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, that was Lift, everybody. That was Lift. Now, In Shade, are you here? Yup. You'll get your butts side of stage. Get tuned up. It's one of we're actually ripping through it, guys, because it's one of those sad days which breaks my little heart, my Grinch-sized heart, when a lot of bands don't turn up, which is sad. I'm sure there's good reasons. Probably not finishing the song they were meant to write, if I know musicians, which is something I've been very guilty of, but maybe we'll see them next year, which means that we've got a band walking on stage right now, and then after that we've got 2 more bands. So you might be having that fish and chips a little bit earlier than you thought, potentially. You might have to entertain a little bit longer than you thought, maybe, but that's the way it goes in showbiz sometimes. That's the way it goes. I'd like to say, if we could give a big round of applause to all the music teachers and music coordinators here today. Musicians can go on to do stuff without them if they have enough drive, but it sure does help to have wonderful, motivating, and organized music teachers and music coordinators. And maybe they don't say that to you enough, so I'm saying it for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hear some more music. Please give it up for Half a Dozen!
We're Half a Dozen, and we will be playing Out of This.
Staying up, just thinking about you all along. You were the one
Oh, yeah. Very nice, very nice. Very, very nice. Now, I will remind you, because it's been a bit of a quick fire one, what is actually going to happen after this. This will be the end of session 2 for the entire heats across. Our judges will convene over the next couple of hours, take the 2 sessions together, and then tomorrow at midday on the Smokefree Rockquest website and the Facebook page, at midday you'll click refresh and the top 12 will turn up, and I'm sure your band will be in it. And when you see your band in it, what will happen from that point is you'll have 3 weeks to finish the other song you've been working on. Or maybe you've got it ready to go, that's great. But you've got 3 weeks to record yourself performing it and send it in to us. That will be added to the song we've seen you perform here tonight, which we've live streamed and recorded. And that is how the final will be judged. No live final this year. Not sure why. Might be this little pandemic thing I've been hearing about. I don't know, I've been asleep. I'm a big napper, so I've been asleep for the last couple of years. Hope I didn't miss anything. I just want to say a big thank you to Ags for having us, because this is a great, I've been here many, many years. It's a really nice, big enough stage for you to feel like you're on a big stage, but it's small enough that you can at least still hear one another. I remember performing on a stage at R&V once where it was just, again, a 2-piece, drums and guitar, and I could barely see the other person in the band across the stage, let alone hear anything. So it's really, really nice being here, having proper lights, having honestly, the best amps and gear that you're going to play through probably ever in your life. I can tell you when Smokefree Rockquest finishes and you start booking shows at Whammy Bar and Wine Cellar and all these places, they're not gonna roll out amps like this. Let's just put it that way. They're gonna be maybe covered in a few cobwebs. You know, the band the night before might have put a foot through one of the amps, but you know, that's what you're dealing with. So just really enjoy playing through some of these fantastic multi-$1,000 bits of gear. I'm very jealous that I don't get to do it anymore. It's kind of an ultimate tease. I turn up here and I have to go back to, let's just say, a little bit less than this. And I do want to say to all the kids who are here and have been in bands, just to build on that idea that this is the first game of the season. Now, you have parents here, there are teachers here. You just got to work on them, you know. They say they believe in you and they want to support you. Make them show that, you know. Organize, be like, well, how about hiring us like maybe a bit of a PA and, we could put a gig on at your house, or hey, could we do like a lunchtime show? Or hey, could we like organize like some kind of gig in our hall and invite people? Because it'll look really bad on them if they say no to that kind of stuff. And I gotta say, the more you do it when you're younger, the easier it's gonna be when you're older. You'll get used to it. I wish I had more practice when I was younger. It is honestly, the earlier you start, the further along you end at the end. Now, just our second yo-yo pedal of the day. Very excited to see it. You don't have to apologize. You just concentrate. Is this usually how the band practices go? The last one to get ready? Who's the last one to get ready at the band practices usually? That's okay. That's okay. With a guitar like that, you should take your time, you know? It is very cool. Is it heavy? Not for me. Just showing it up. Oh, awesome. Oh, yes, this is a band who was written in at the end. Very, very cool. Our penultimate band. I'm hoping it's going to be as loud as it seems it's going to be. What do you guys think? It's going to be louder. The drummer's like fear in his eyes. It's like, you have no idea what's about to happen. Very cool. Very, very cool. Another bit of advice that I have, that I'm glad I actually have a bit of time, because usually I have a little bit more time than this to say stuff like this. The reason I'm still doing music right now, I think, is because earlier on in high school we had a thing called MySpace. Who's heard of MySpace? One hand up, yeah. A half embarrassing raise on the MySpace. Yes, it's this old, decrepit social media thing, right? And it wasn't good, but it had a couple of good things. Like you could have your band could have a page, and it didn't have to look exactly like a normal person's page. You got to put like your music in it up front. You got to do all these things. And it made it really easy to identify bands. And I think the only thing that got me out of Timaru was MySpace, because it made it really easy to, we could just listen to and message any other band across the country who we saw were touring, like, oh, they're playing Christchurch, oh, they're playing Dunedin. And we as little like 17-year-olds just started messaging bigger bands that we had no reason as to why they would ever talk to us or ever let us play. But you would be surprised how responsive people can be when you just shoot your shot and hit them a little message. And we got to open for people that have gone on to become like some of my massive heroes that I still look up to now and who are doing amazing things. And we had no right to be on those stages as a group of 17-year-olds from Timaru, but you know, we ended up playing Wunderbar, and we ended up playing these places down, like Chick's Hotel down in Dunedin, a couple of years before we probably ever would. So my advice is kind of two things. One, talk to all your other friends who are in bands, because it's good to have other people to at least compete with, if not be friends with. And two, do not be afraid to ask for anything. Don't be afraid to ask for a venue to play in. Don't be afraid to ask for gear to play on. And don't be afraid to ask other bands if you can play with them. Because most of the time, New Zealanders are really shy, and most of those bands aren't getting any messages and are lazy and don't want to go out and try and find their own opening bands anyway. So, enjoy the laziness of New Zealand bands. Find ones you like and just hit them up and be like, if you ever need an opening band, we'll be there. And I guarantee you'll get a lot of responses. That's my advice. Don't sit back and just be like, I'm still in high school. I'll just let things happen until I'm older. Just do it now. You could just do it now. You don't have to, but you could. You could just do it now. That sounds like a guitar to me. Oh, that sounds like a guitar to me, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, enough of me. Let's hear some music. Let's give it up for In Shade, everybody.
We are only a nightmare. We can feel, but cannot wake up. Every day, we are all living with the fear, the one you never forget. Yesterday night, I visited the hell, that place, sweet like my dreams.
Forget, it's a secret for me. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell. You die, wish will be faster than you think. You will see the truth, the truth.
you did this time, oh thoughts I feel like. When you did this with me, don't you feel ashamed? But there's nothing you like, or nothing you hide. You know, having emotions, yeah, you know. I know, you're just a fake person. You do things for the fame. You are one of those. You may ask, but those exposed men, I think you all know, they are just like us. After all this long, it's hard for me to figure out that no matter how I try, the facts will never change. This world is a nightmare, a pointless nightmare. Maybe we should stop and go there and find a different line. But I can't stop all of it. I'm living in a space which is in conflict. I am trying to find a best way out. I think you all know they are just like us.
In shade, everybody, in shade. That means we've got one more band remaining. One more band remaining. And then again, a restless night's sleep ahead before the announcement tomorrow for the final. I will say I miss doing the finals. It is nice to see so much music here at the Haze, but it's that special thing about, and why I think that our New Zealand high schools should turn our music curriculum into basically a school of rock style thing. And it's because it's because of the finals. Like, yes, musicians in music class, yes, they get to write and play songs, but there's so many different things to do with music and to do with live shows that I think people are really missing out on. And one of them is the crowds, and it is very special to see at a final all of the classmates, all of the people from the school up front, moshing away. Back in Timaru when I used to do it, the famous Caroline Bay Hall. We've all been there, haven't we? Caroline Bay Hall, yeah, famous. It is kind of well known as one of the only halls in New Zealand that the floor is built on springs. I don't know why they did that. I have no answers for you on that, but it exists. That's what's there, and that's where we would have our Smokefree Rockquests. And it's not like springs is like don't you know there are springs down there? It's like you walk on the floor of this hall and it starts going like this. And there was a special thing to behold at Smokefree Rockquest because, of course, as a kid you figure out, there's springs here, and if I jump up and down, it goes. And, of course, if you get enough kids on a trampoline, they all start jumping together at the same time to try and see who can go the highest. Imagine that with 200 kids in a hall in Timaru, and it's the kind of fun that I've been missing the last couple of years. So it's really nice to be back here hearing live music. I'm sure you're all feeling the same way. Instagram live sessions just don't hit the same. The lamest things in the world, Instagram live sessions. It's very nice to be here. I'm looking forward to it picking up even more, hopefully, in the next few years, getting back to live finals, getting back to all that stuff, because it's what I say to a lot of my musician friends who, for some reason, our young musicians are kind of made to think that their career is going to be built on screens, on like their phones and on TikTok and stuff like that. And like, yeah, you can, like, that does happen technically, but I like to remind people that you can only really connect with people in real life, and bands who play live and have live audiences who love them, they tend to last a lot longer than bands who don't. So every opportunity you can, I say, try and play in front of people, and that's why it's so lovely to have you all here being people. The hard job it is for us to perform in front of. Because musicians are psychos, generally. They will play to no one for no reason at all. But it does make it extra special to have your faces here, even if we can't see them and pretend you aren't here the entire time. So thank you very much for being here and supporting all the bands with a good level of energy. Good level of energy today. I'm very happy. This almost didn't happen, but like a miracle, the entire band has coalesced backstage with moments to spare. And now they're jumping up on stage to perform for you. You should feel very lucky. Please, our final band of the day, everybody, give it up for TV RACKET.
All right. Hi, everyone. This is our song, Set in Stone. I'm overthrown and I see you walking away from home. You passed the first that showed a new life. I'm not involved and I see you running away from home. And I can open up to someone who the way I feel with set in stone. I'm losing it. Your love was a myth, but the way I feel it's set in stone. ricochet on me. Made me feel so incomplete. I didn't see what's in front of me. And I can't open up to someone for the way I feel it's said and so. They say I'm losing it. Your love was cement with the way I feel it's said and so. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can open up to someone for the way I feel it's said and so. They say I'm losing it. Your love was cement with the way I feel it's said and so. Thank you.
That was TV Racket, everybody. Can we give a big round of applause to all the bands on stage today? Very good.